9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
The sophisticated, smooth operator.
Unless you forget your manners.
Podcaster extraordinaire.
We are the grizzly.
We don't play games, we don't sugarcoat. If you can't take it, you shouldn't have never walked through the door. Grizzly maulings take place weekly. And as long as you keep it sophisticated, you won't be the next victim.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Sophisticated Grizzly Podcast. I am your host, Mr. Deariss Teddy, and right now, most of the folks that would normally be joining me, they haven't come into the room just yet, so we're going to give them a couple of minutes. So, yeah, just give them a couple of minutes. They'll, a few of them will pop in, So, but in the meantime, anybody that is in the chat, anybody that is watching, even if you're in the clouds, do me a favor, share the live with everybody. Make sure that you hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, because we're going to have a pretty good show tonight. We got quite a few great things to talk about tonight, guys. So hopefully you want to engage. Hopefully you want to have these conversations. Hopefully you want to talk about it, because these are grown conversations, sophisticated conversations, if you will, with your man, Deariss Teddy. So yeah, we got a couple of videos that we're going to try to react to, going to try to talk about, and let's see where we're headed with this, see where we're going in as a society with a lot of the things that I'm getting ready to show you guys, because many of them are societal conversations. They're things that that we discuss in everyday life. They're things that we tend to talk about pretty much on a regular, guys. Not ad nauseum, though. I try not to get into too many of those conversations where it's been talked to death. It's been mentioned to death. It's been, and I know a lot of people say, well, that's how you get into the algorithm. If I have to be the bandwagon jumper, and I don't really want to talk about it. I really don't. I want to walk into a situation with a fresh perspective, a fresh eyes, and a fresh thought process, and if me and a few or all people's thought processes merge and become the same, then that's mazel tov. But at the end of the day, it's about how you think of a situation, what you think of a situation, how you would move according to that situation. So let me see if I can reach out to a couple of people, see if they, are on their way, or they may be coming. See if I can send this link out a little bit as well. So yeah, guys, we are going to have a great conversation tonight. And here's the thing, guys, you already know how I am. No matter who comes, if nobody comes, y'all are here with me. And as long as y'all show up here with me, we're going to have a great conversation, So let me go ahead and send this into the chat. And let's see what happens, guys. Let's see if anybody pops in, if anybody shows up, and we can discuss a few things. But yeah, so anybody that's in the chat, tell me what your day was like. What did you do today? What have you seen recently that makes you have a few questions in society about the things that you've seen, the things that you've witnessed? Because these are videos that I downloaded of things that I've actually witnessed as well, not just some video to download. There's a few questions, there's a few comments to make, just a couple of things that maybe maintenance issue, things that may be the times that we're in types of issues, just different questions here and there, guys, that we're going to ask you guys tonight. And the first person that we have popping in, everybody, is Miss J Nicole. What's going on, Jay? How you feeling?
Hey, 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 I'm good, I'm good.
Yeah, yeah, I
I'm
was
so happy it's
what,
Monday.
what happened?
I'm so happy it's a hump day.
Oh yeah, look, you already know. Like the week is almost over, and I'm already over the week.
Exactly.
I just yeah. I'm you know what's crazy is like we get to the Monday and we don't even bother to pay attention to what's going on Monday through Friday because we want Saturday to be here so bad. You know,
Exactly. This week just wasn't it. Nothing bad happened. It's just like I'm just over it.
you just don't be feeling it
I
sometimes. Sometimes it's like
I just need to be Saturday.
yeah, I'm like
Not even
sometimes you
Saturday.
wake
I
up
just
on
need to be
Monday.
Friday after work.
Right, there it is. Because sometimes you wake up on a Monday, it's like, can I just go back to sleep at least until Friday at 12 o'clock in the
No, I'm gonna
afternoon?
take
'Cause
a
I'll
hard
do
nap.
that. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right, let me
Yeah.
take a hard nap and wake up. It's this. My mom was playing games with me. It really is Friday evening.
My man said he wants Sunday to get here, and we know why he wants Sunday to get here because that is the baby shower for
Ooh.
my guy is having a kid, so we're gonna show some love for that. What's up, Rich? How you feeling, man?
Yeah.
And I will be showing up. My man is having a themed baby shower, and I'm showing up in themed attire. So we're gonna have a great time. We're gonna get in there, we're gonna celebrate. And here's the thing, guys. I don't really go to baby showers and stuff like that. Most men don't. But when your brother invites you to his baby shower, you gotta show up. You gotta show up.
Wait,
You
I
can't
missed
flake.
it.
What's up?
You're going to be in a tire, you said?
Yeah, the Greece. He's the theme is Greece.
Yeah, I know.
Hmm.
But I
Yeah,
thought I figured some people was gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna show up, but all right, you're doing too much now.
white t-shirt, leather jacket, motorcycle boots. I am coming in full attire. Oh yeah, I'm coming with I'm coming in full regalia. I'm putting it all on. Yeah. Tuning and helping the lady with some baby. Okay. My man's helping the lady with some of the baby shower stuff. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be there,
He out here
definitely.
making decorations. Oh, he in daddy mode.
Wait a minute, hold on. He said we changing the narrative.
Hold up, it ain't Grease no more.
I don't know. I don't know. I guess we gotta stay tuned for that one. Damn it.
It ain't for so many days now.
Yeah. Ain't but there too many of them damn things left. But you know what? Let's you know what, Jason, you are here in oh no, he said it is.
Okay.
So just maybe a little tweak here and there. I guess we'll find out a little bit later. But you're here and yep, still Greece. But so I'm gonna play the very first video. And I want you to first I want to ask you a question. In your opinion, who is more attractive? Now, here's the thing: is if there's any ladies that you would like to send this to first before we go any further, if you'd like to share the live with anybody before we go any further, please do because I would love a lady's opinion on this one. Yourself, of course, and then any other ladies as well, because this is going to be a hell of a question. So the question is, and maybe what should I give them a couple of minutes to come in, Jay, or to pop in? Changing the narrative of men not going to the show. Oh, okay. Got it. They got the WNBA. We taking the shower. I
It
don't know
gets on
about
my nerves.
that. But
We gonna
so
see how that works out. Not
yeah.
hold my breath.
So here's the question, Jay, and anybody that may be listening, any ladies that may be listening, and even the fellas that may be listening. Who do you think is more attractive, men or women? Overall,
Ooh,
not who you're attracted to. Who's more attractive, men or women?
you know where we located at, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have already been named to have the most ugliest people.
Right. Which is not true, but okay. But Rich
I
says
don't know.
women.
I don't.
Rich says women hands down.
Of course, Rich not gonna be like, "Oh, men more attractive." I don't.
Mhm.
I
It's
would. I
it's a
would say men because they are more in their natural state versus women with
ah,
the eyelash extensions, all of the weaves. Again, I have nothing against these things.
right.
But when you have all of the makeup on, you have all of the weaves in, you have all of the eyelashes and the long nails and things like that. If you take it off, you're a completely different person, and that other person may not be a looker. The makeup person might be a looker
Mm-hmm.
versus a guy. They don't come out with all of that. Yeah, they might
Right.
need to trim their beard up, but essentially, it's just facial hair. They're not purposely adding it to them.
God did his big one when he created women. Okay. All right. So here's the video. And Jay, it's amazing how in tune you are with everything that you're just saying. Because check out this and tell me what you think. Now, Rich, tell me if you still believe that once you watch this video.
I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
Yes. So between a man and a woman, who's prettier?
Between a man and a woman, who's more prettier?
Yes, who's more prettier?
Of course, men are more prettier than women.
What do you mean? Why did you say so?
Check.
God have mercy upon us.
Okay.
Try it.
Susie had picked. Susan bottle of water surface. I said, "Oh."
We knew where it was going. We knew where it was going.
Knew exactly where it was going.
So
Yeah, this is no jab at the ladies, but we purposely do things to make ourselves look better. And I've seen some that I know ugly and pretty when I see it. If you are pretty, you're pretty. If you're not, you're not. I get it. You're beautifully challenged. I have
right.
seen some that are beautifully challenged, and when they put on makeup, it's night. I didn't want to say it's night and day. It's night in another planet.
Night and wow.
Like, yo, that's not you. I need to see you do your makeup to know that that's you, because ain't no way.
It's like I don't even know who the hell this person is anyway.
Exactly. Like you literally became a transformer.
Right. You know, and it's crazy because when we let me see, when we think about it, if you think about it, for the longest time, because men have always used the narrative of a woman's pretty and beautiful and this, that, and the third. And of course, the words that you use to describe men are handsome and this, that, and the third, or whatever. But
Well,
for the
actually,
longest
the word
time,
handsome is for women. That term is actually for
explain that.
women to be handsome.
Explain that one.
It's in the dictionary.
Oh, I have heard somebody
It's an
say
old
that's a
English
handsome
term.
woman, and I'd be like, huh?
Yes. I don't know how they
Because
came up with it, but I don't know why I stumbled across it, but I did.
I
It's
have
one of
heard
my
people
random
say that.
days.
Oh, that's a handsome woman.
Let me,
Like
let
what?
me, let me Google it real fast and see
That shit
what it
don't even
said.
sound right. Coming, it don't sound right the way that it's
Because
But I'm
we're
guessing,
so used to referring to men with handsome.
yes.
It just sounds
Yeah.
masculine.
Looks, personally, energy, attractive. Okay. Looks times personality plus energy equals attractiveness. This is true. This is true. This is true. I cannot deny that. But that doesn't always that doesn't always include all women. Doesn't always include all men. Because see, the problem is there's certain women that think that because they were born with those traits. No. There's some women that don't have that. My man said math is math.
Look, some people's how they say they glow up. It different.
Yeah. Some people do. Some people do have a glow up where their attractiveness can go from 0 to 10. We've seen it. We've watched
Exactly.
it. We've seen
And you
people.
have others that go the other way around.
Yeah, they go from 7 to -17. I've
Yeah,
seen that too.
I've seen that happen. Like, damn, what happened?
Fuck happened to you?
You used to be so pretty.
And why did this happen
Right,
to
that's
you?
where that phrase come from. Fuck happened to you?
Right,
That's exactly
right.
where that phrase come from.
What's up, bro?
No shade, but
What's up?
it is.
What's up?
Hey,
Hey,
What's
Jay.
going on? How
Nothing
you
much.
feeling?
I'm doing all right.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Yeah, we done got in full swing. We got my man Rich commenting in the comment section because of the first question. And that's why I was asking. Hey, Rich, do me a favor. Any ladies that you know, any guys that you know, anybody you know, share the live with them. And I want them to answer the same question because JB, in your opinion, what is more attractive, men or women? Not who you're attracted to, but more overall attractive.
Women.
Okay. You know what? That is a regular normal answer. You know what I mean? But
I feel
my
like
guy right
most men are going to say that because saying that another man is attractive is going to make them seem a little.
a
But not me.
little caked up.
No, it's some
You know.
very attractive men out there. I mean, you can never deny that. I mean, I'm a photographer, so if I can't be objective on women and men, I mean, just like Jay, there's some photographers that don't shoot men at all. Whereas I love the opportunity to photograph a man. I think
I wasn't saying you.
I know, but I'm
just
saying
saying
in general. Yeah, in general, yeah, a lot of men go and think it's a little bit soft in the pants to say that another man is attractive.
But you know what? I think
No, like you're not stupid. You have eyes. You can see.
Yeah.
If he's handsome, like, you know what, that man is fly. Same way if I see a woman that's pretty, like, oh, she's very pretty. Like, okay.
But the thing, men don't have that freedom though. We really don't have because we're so embroiled in competition most of the time. It's not till we become older, a little bit more mature, and the competition is no longer there. Like JB ain't competing for no damn woman. He got his. She right there. So he can have a different perspective. Like me, I'm not competing for no woman. I can have a different perspective as when I see a guy. I ain't competing. We're not in that same vein with them anymore. So it's just like, it's a nice looking young brother, nice looking, you know what I mean? It's not a problem to say it. But this guy right here that I put, or the video that I played, he has a whole different thought process. Rich is down here yapping. Hard in the what? Oh shit! You know what? I went on with it. Oh my god! You know what? Here's the video I just played, JB. This is where the young man has a different perspective on who's more attractive.
I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
Yes. So between a man and a woman, who's prettier?
Between a man and a woman, who's more prettier?
Yes, who's more prettier?
Of course, men are more prettier than women.
What do you mean? Why did you say so?
Check.
God have mercy upon us.
Okay.
Try it.
Yeah. You're on mute, brother.
Can't hear you.
Don't mean he's more beautiful, just mean he's natural.
I guess in his opinion, natural is beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and there's some beautiful natural sisters out here. You beautiful natural women out here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, especially comedians. So let's see.
I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. If you got on a face full of makeup and you got on a weave and your nails done and you got your body done, I really can't say whether you're pretty or not.
Right. We don't know. We don't know. We haven't met you yet.
Yeah, let me see you.
Yeah. Let me see that person that's not up, that's uncaked. You know, uncake yourself, and let's see what we're talking about.
There's more than one meaning to caked up.
Yes.
Yeah. We talking about foundation that and makeup caked up. Like take that other person off. and let me see what the real you looks like.
Yes. Can I
Like
see
no
you?
shade to those that wear makeup. I wear makeup myself,
Right.
but I feel as though if it comes to that, I will say men. I still say men because we
But
do
you know
too
what,
much to
Dave?
purposely look.
You don't wear makeup as a standard. It's not something that you can't leave the house without. You don't
Right.
wake up and can't move around without wearing makeup. And I think that's where this whole argument or this conversation even comes from, where there's certain women, they'll tell you, I won't be caught dead outside without my face on. When you woke up with
All
a
I
face.
got is some Aquaphor for my lips. That's what I'm coming out the house on.
And meat, look, I ain't as long as these is trimmed up and shit like that, and sometimes they're not, and I don't give a shit because
It's not like the raggedy look sometimes. I like the rough look sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta have that, just say fuck. Sometimes you gotta have that fucking look, and I have had those. Now
You
what
know
I
what's
have
crazy?
never done. What's that?
Sometimes look better with the fucked up look. First, when they get neat, it's like, can you make it uneven again? Can you make it scraggly again?
Yeah,
It's a little too neat, and it doesn't look like you.
Sometimes women like cavemen. I'm convinced. Sometimes they just like cavemen.
It is what it is. I swear, if my dude were to like clean himself up, I would probably look at him sideways like,
What you doing all that for?
Excuse me, sir.
What you doing all that for?
When he shapes himself up, that's fine. But to get like whistle clean, like, bro, you need to put some of that back on. Can you pick it up off the floor or something? Like, don't. What you doing? Why you do that?
I will never be fully clean shaven unless it's necessary. Unless I have to.
Almost. Yeah, and this is why he said he did it, because it was growing in a little patch. He didn't like it, so he took it. He didn't take it off. He took it down to an even point, and I couldn't help it. I was staring at him trying to figure out something is missing. And he just bust out laughing at me like, "Why are you looking at me like that?" I was like, "Something is missing. Something's not right." And I'm like a little kid that has never seen her dad without his facial hair before, and he took it off, and she's like, "Who is this stranger?" That's how I was looking like. I was really confused. It was a cool 10-15 minutes. I'm like, what is off here? Why can't I see your face?
I mean, quite bad enough.
I will never be barefaced again in my life. I look like Tracy.
No, it wasn't barefaced. It was just.
I've had to do that,
and I was like, what?
I looked at pictures of me from when I had my mustache and just this little patch down here, or I had a goatee. Boy, I look like somebody's uncle that just got out of jail.
Not please. Morgan.
Like one of them
not out here looking like me.
I was upset for the whole 4 days until it grew back in looking like Tracy Morgan out here.
I'm growing my mustache back, B.
Right.
But no, man. So we do have a couple of videos here. Now, how many times have we warned Gen Z and millennials to stop playing with us? We've said it every time. So there's a comedian. I think we've all seen this brother right here. I cannot think of his name. I apologize, brother. I know you probably ain't gonna see this podcast, but if you do, take a bow, because he be doing. I watch a lot of his stuff. I don't know why I can't think of his name at the moment, but he has a perfect let's just say transition into the mind of Gen X. Here we go.
Bro, why don't anybody ever come for Gen X? What? Gen X is basically a serial killer documentary. How? They seem chill and easygoing.
Until they're not.
What? Dude, they were latchkey kids in the literal serial killer era.
Really?
Just imagine an entire generation of Kevin McAllister.
Who's Kevin McAllister?
I hate you. Gen X are like grungy little Care Bears until you bug one. Then it's like swan diving into a pool of piranha.
Okay.
You know when someone says they were raised by the streets?
Yeah.
Gen X is the streets.
Bruh, Gen X isn't
what?
I was just saying that you...
Nothing. Oh my God. That was like, what? What the fuck?
This is exactly how them conversations go. What you say? Nothing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Watch your mouth when you talk to me. Because we came up the way we came up and the way we was raised and the shit that we've seen, the eras that we've lived through. We've been through literal wars. We've watched everything that people enjoy today. We watched it coming up. We were the first ones to see the video game, the first ones to experience the
cell phone.
So the cell phone, color TV, flat screen TV. I mean, it all
Sam, I
happened.
like an exception because I missed it by a year or two.
No, because
I'm a Z.
you and Shy, you still a Gen Xer because you and Shy about the same age.
No, I just missed it. I'm Z, the beginning of Z.
Wait a minute. When is it? When is the era of Gen X? JB, what was it? Because I know it goes into through the 80s, right?
X is 80, exactly 80.
1980.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Because that means shit. That mean my brother is.
Yeah, I just missed it.
Oh, from 60 what? 65.
65 to 80.
Gen Z years of birth are 1965 to 1980.
Oh, Gen X. Oh, Gen X.
Yeah, 1965 to 1980. Millennials are 1981 to 1996.
Oh, damn. So Juwan's a millennial. My brother's a millennial. Damn it. I thought he was in the X-Files with us.
Nah.
But it's okay. It's all right. It's okay. Because I believe the
cool. I was right there at the cusp, so things were still the same.
Yeah, I was going to say I believe that the millennials that were born directly in 1981 or 82, I think they still have X tendencies.
Yeah,
I think they have a lot of X tendencies because they still kind of moved away.
They the baby heads at night of the millennial movement.
Right.
We ain't never did baby hairs. Not even today. We're not even doing baby hairs.
I said
not even figuratively. No.
I said y'all like the baby hairs. I didn't say they was
not even like.
I didn't say they were gelled down.
Not even a minute. Hate them damn baby hairs.
Yeah, we came from the finger wave era.
Yeah, wait, I had finger wave scrunchies, a tuck, and a French roll.
In one
French roll with the little pin curls on the side.
In one hairstyle. Wait a minute.
One hairstyle.
I need to see that picture.
Look at any movie that Boys in the Hood.
I do have that picture, but I didn't have. I think I had finger waves. I had finger waves, a tuck, and a French roll all at once.
Oh, damn.
Don't judge me.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
My cousin, she was a kitchen beautician, and I was here for it. I was here for it.
And I was the hood barber. Boy, I can't tell you how many people I gave a bowl to. And then I started learning how to blend. It took a while, but I learned how to blend. I used to blend something fierce too, boy.
My razor point when I can't go to my barber.
Yeah.
I had to cut my hair for Brittany's wedding, and they was like, "Who cut your hair?" I said, "I did." They was like, "You look good." I was like, "Thank you." I still break it out if I have to.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, shit, I cut my own hair all the time, but that ain't exactly hard to do. You know,
you could miss a spot. It's hard to do. It's hard to do if you miss a spot. I'm Grady Anderson's in the middle of your forehead, back, like right here.
He said no.
No. If you got one of these and you miss a spot, that means you didn't feel like that shit.
People do. I be seeing them come in with them little grass patches in the back of their head. I was like, you was rushing this morning.
I just recently saw somebody with one. I just recently saw somebody with a billy goat patch in the back of their damn head, and I'm like,
billy goat patch. It's crazy.
You got this billy goat scruff in the back of your head.
Yeah, it look like somebody been greasing.
Oh, I know.
It was so funny because one of the last BTS videos I posted up, I was it was when I was working with Jasmine Johnson.
Mhm.
Man, I looked at the back of my head. I was like, you know, y'all got me out here looking a mess. I'm up here taking pictures, and y'all usually see my shape up. Man, the back of my head looked like 7 miles of dirt road.
Oh God.
I hadn't been to the bar. I didn't get the barber shop that week.
Look, before we did the when we just did the Teddy file, when we did the Teddy file live, I was not leaving out the house without taking a razor to this. Because I had to hit it with the razor. I had to get it all lined up around here and shit like that. Is if I'm gonna be on camera and I'm representing, you know, people's grooming and smelling good and all this other stuff, and I walk out the house looking like I just came from a shelter. That's not gonna come off on camera well.
Sorry for the disappointment, guys. My throat always looks crazy. It always looks crazy. Even when it's done, it look crazy.
Grooming Grizzly, yeah. Mark took me up that afternoon.
Hey, bro, look, I'll definitely come in. That's why my damn, believe it or not, that's why my damn shirt. I wore that bright ass white shirt because I was coming through looking like spring day.
Yeah,
I was going to look like a spring day. Damn it, I was not playing no damn games.
You could have put on the bright yellow. That would have hit it off too,
man. But you know what, if I put on bright yellow, I might actually look like the sun.
Stop it.
So I think it's best for me to keep. Not anymore.
A few years ago, yeah,
I could see my damn neck. That boy, I still can see my neck.
Yeah. Right. A few years ago, you would have been part of the solar system if you put on yellow. But
2 years ago, I would have actually been
wow.
Yeah. Oh, look, I have no qualms about understanding saying that there was no such thing as a donut I would walk by, and now I skipped them bitches. I can't do it. I can't keep getting busy like that. You know, I can't have that frat boy diet. Well, you know what, Jay, you don't gain weight at all. Period.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, I would have you. I would do that vicariously through you because you don't.
I didn't.
You don't put on 7 pounds.
I put on a little bit of weight, but it took me where I am now.
Mm-hmm.
It took me since high school to get here.
Oh, to put on that kind of weight?
Yep. And I didn't put on that type of weight. That was a cool 20 pounds. That was it. From high school to now, 20-pound difference.
Well, we the thing is it's actually working for you. You know, it's working for you. And I'm trying to take off a hell of a lot more than 20 pounds. I got work to do. Because I put on 20 pounds and then 200 some pounds fell right behind that shit. So
my little cousins are bigger than me, and she's 10.
Man, look, I remember at one point. You know what's crazy is I don't remember the last time that I don't remember the last time that I was at my ideal weight. My ideal weight is about 215, 220. I don't remember the last time I was there. It was a while ago. It was a while ago. But that's usually I remember my doctor says to me, he said, you know, Mr. McNeil, your ideal weight for you, for your height, would be about 175. I said, yeah, if I was dying. I said, sir, that's not. I said, my bones weigh more than that shit. What you talking about?
But I would have rather heard that than keep hearing constantly. Do you have any eating disorders? Are you sure? Are you depressed? Do you feel lonely? No. I eat like a trash can. Like this is it. This is it. Listen, to give some insight, my father was 6'3", 6'4", 175. He was a telephone pole.
Yeah. And I can't do that. I can first of all, Mrs. Grizz, she likes a grizzly bear, not anorexic bear. I know if I took off that kind of weight,
she over here giggling. She laughed.
well, I would look like I sold everything in my house if I lost that kind of damn weight. Like that nigga's on crack. I know it.
Your berries on crack rock. Your berries on
Man,
crack rock.
Jerry, he was your size. Picture Jerry at 6'4". That was his build. Yep.
Yeah. Because with that length, that's a lot thinner. That's a lot thinner. With that height, that's a lot thinner. Yeah. Now if I was about 6'4", I'd definitely still be too big, but it would look a little bit different, more proportioned. You know what I mean? But I digress. We are going to hop into the words that have been going around on Instagram and on TikTok, some on Facebook as well. And it's a charge that's been led by Black people. And I love that the fact that the comedian, one of my favorite comedians out here, Godfrey, has picked it up. And and pretty much you guys already know it's leave Black people alone.
Black people alone.
Leave Black people alone, because we hate for you to FAFO. We hate for you have to do that, but apparently, and here's the problem. And this is no shot or no kind of shade towards Hispanic people. I love my Hispanic people. I love people. I think people are wonderful when they're wonderful. And I think they're shit when they're shit. I don't give a damn what language you speak. But when you get to the point to where, because at this point in life, people can't say that they don't understand the meaning and the reasoning behind the N-word. And when that's your default, you already know what you're saying. So when whatever happens to you, stop being shocked. As a matter of fact, let's check out the video so we can understand why, little Liliana should have kept her goddamn mouth shut. Here we go.
On the next episode of Leave Black People Alone. Now this video is dope. Out of Chicago, my hometown. Represent. There's a Latin woman, brown as and she's running towards a Black woman. Real crazy like.
You don't belong here. Do something about it.
Say you don't belong here, while her whole family is getting snatched the fuck up. A lot of you Latin people, a lot of you Spanish speaking people, you got a lot of motherfucking nerves blaming Black people for anything. It's mainly white folks that are snatching you the fuck up. This government is doing to you. And you turn to Black people for what? Because you're afraid to speak to power. This is some of you. I'm not saying all of you. But you got a lot of nerve. Black folks didn't do shit to you. And Mexicans, you got to know your history and how you helped Black people during slavery. That's how you lost Texas. Come on. Study the history, yo. Anyway, she's coming towards the Black woman. This, that, and the Black girl, she like,
I'm going to show y'all what the nigga. I'm going to show y'all what the nigga. I'm going to show y'all what the nigga.
Call me another Chicago style. Call me another nigga. She fucking mollywopped this.
Look at us. Don't scream that. Don't scream that.
She brought the South Side, West Side, all the sides of Chicago, and bang, 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 two-pieced the out of Senorita. Oh, Dios mío, violencia demasiado. She f***ed her ass up, twisted her hair, laying down, say another. No more came out of her. I think she beat it out of her. I think she might have said negrita, maybe. Oh, it was increíble, fantástico, perfecto. Oh, muy bien. Oh my goodness, I couldn't believe it. I loved it. Leave Black people the fuck alone. Cállate la boca.
Stupid. He's stupid. I saw that one.
I love him,
Crazy. I didn't see that one.
So
I saw the one where the white rapper made a whole song about being a nigga. Every other word was nigga.
Right. And the thing about it is he ain't gone nowhere where he could be pressed, because you walk to the right space. Walk through the right spaces, young fella. We'll see how you feel in the morning after that. If we see you in the morning after that.
I
In the
love
morning, right?
this is Sparta kick. Did you see that one?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that was funny. He kicked him out of frame. 2 feet.
Man, look, but I think at this point it's like, and this is why that's why I just call this, just sophisticated conversations with what is wrong, folks. JB, can you tell? I know you're not a Latin brother,
Right?
But in your opinion, because you guys are they're being persecuted, not as horrible as us, but it's getting there. What's the issue? Why are we still a problem for them?
I think the same thing that's with Indians and Asians to a certain extent. It's like they don't believe that any part of their nationality has anything to do with Black people. So
Right.
you find being accepted more with the white race, they are being more upper class. They see that they are accepted. Like you can like what is it? Western Europe Indians, not American indigenous, they prize
Eastern
being
Indians.
married to Eastern. Yes.
Yeah.
They prize their women marrying white men. But they would despise and disinherit if they married a Black man.
Right.
Most of them. And they just us with a perm, basically, but they don't see it that way.
That's what a perm is crazy as shit, but I can't.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah, I know. I have seen Indian men that are darker than me.
Yes.
And it's crazy because I know John, he makes fun of them, calling them Durkers and all that shit.
Yeah.
But I look at it like, do you understand that the same people that made you see me as a threat makes me see you as one?
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. At this point, they're no longer making me see you as a threat. You're now doing it.
Yeah.
Because of the way that you act towards me, the way that you speak to me. Like that one time when that Black man was walking through his neighborhood, and that Indian man walked across the street to him, walking with him, talking about, I don't think you belong here. Like, no, bro, that's how y'all get fucked up.
Yeah.
And then you wonder why we whip your ass, but then you want to call us violent. My problem is, what the hell makes you think you have the right to press and get up in our space and get in our face? Right. We're not your goddamn property. You don't own us. We can move about this planet and this is one of the reasons why I have always thought about maybe we really just need our own space to be safe. Because when you can come from another country and tell me where I belong, it was the blood of my people that made it so that you came to this country safe.
But the problem with that is that as soon as we make our society as viable and as beautiful as it would be if we all were in one place, they're gonna come get it.
Somebody gonna come tear it down every time.
So it doesn't matter if we want to be or if we are segregated from the populace. Once we're thriving as a community, once we're showing that we need nothing from anybody else in order to maintain a healthy society, it's going to be just like any other society. Somebody's going to want to conquer us for our proprietary information. How are they doing this? How are they succeeding? Huh?
I would love to see them try it with Gen X Black men.
Yeah.
We have a different mentality. Now, don't get me wrong. Our parents were tough as hell. Our parents were tough as nails, but we're violent.
And smarter.
Yeah.
To a certain extent.
Yeah. And we're violent. So we don't have that same mentality as our parents. Our parents had a try to, you know, to let's march on and walk on to freedom. And that is a beautiful mentality. That is why how we got where we are as a society, as a black society. Gen X mentality is completely different because we're not an ask for generation. We're a take it generation. And if it's ever a point to where we discover the power that we have as Gen Xers and millennials, that when if we were to mix, it would be a beautiful yet dangerous thing for the people who are actually in power. But the problem is getting that many people or enough people on the same page to even make it look like it makes make it look like it matters.
Right.
And I think too many of us, and this is one of the things I've always said, I've said this on a few podcasts before, too many of us want to tell everybody what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's always the problem. You want to throw things and brag about shit. And I think that came from a whole lot of stuff of us being braggadocious, feeling like we got to tell everybody that we're doing so well because I truly think it's because we don't believe that we're doing this well. And so we got to have it verbally documented.
Well, they say in our society, black people want to look better than they're doing.
Right. Right. And it's like
flashy clothes, jewelry, and everything, because those are considered status pieces.
Yeah. Because I was actually having a conversation with a homeboy of mine. Shout out to my guy Lamont. I was talking to him today, and I was telling him, we were talking about fragrances and stuff, and I was telling him, I don't ever see me, and this is no shade to anybody else, that if you have the ability to do so, I say do with your money as you will. But it makes no sense for me to buy a $1,200 fragrance.
Right. Your mic just went out a little bit. Oh. It's like distorted.
Can you hear it now?
I can hear you, but it's distorted. So you might want to unplug it and plug it back in right quick.
Let me see. Can you hear me?
It's still doing it.
I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea what to do with it at this point.
I mean, we can hear you.
Well, Miss Grizz just said I can hear you fine. I'm guessing everybody. I don't know, but no, I think for the most part, a lot of the times, us as a people and as a society, we tend to get we tend to get afraid to do what we need to do to make things happen, and it's too many of us wouldn't be able to get on the right page. Too many of us would have too many questions and just to try to find enough like-minded people to even make things make a difference. I mean, at this point, we should have probably had our own black political party. We don't have that because we were too busy riding the coattails of the Democrats and Republicans as they have their, sword swinging party. And we should have, because remember, the Republican Party was the black party at one point. And, somehow it went, like you said, JB, it was taken, and it be all of a sudden became the white, what is that? Conservative, white nationalists and all this other stuff. It was never that. You know what I mean? And so it's one of those things where we had to figure out, or try to figure out a way. It ain't gonna happen in my lifetime or yours. Because we pretty much on the back end of what we could possibly do as far as politics goes. But as far as other things, there are other ways to be able to make an impact. in this life. And like I was saying, like with my guy, there's certain things, like you said, for things to be status symbols. There's certain things that just don't make sense for me to do, even if I had the ability to do it. And it's for other people. If they want to do it, I have no problem. Hey, spend your money. It's your money. You made it. You spend it. But like me buying a $1,200 or even a $600 fragrance, I wouldn't see the purpose for me. Like you said, it would just be so that I can tell people I bought a fragrance for $600.
Right.
And I do love, don't get me wrong, I would love to smell those fragrances that cost that much, which I can, because I can get a sample of it. But the problem is, I would much rather sample things that have a probability of me making a purchase.
Right.
And I don't see me like Boudicca the Victorious is a very, very expensive fragrance brand. They have one fragrance, I believe, that's like around $200, and that's the cheap one. And the rest of them run anywhere from $600 to $1,200 to $1,300. And
wait, please. Does it actually call out to people and say, "Hey, you right there in the red shirt and the black pants? Can you come here, please?"
Well, if they walk by you with it wearing it, it might do that.
It's pulling them back. What's like, wait,
wonderful. Yeah, from what I understand, it's a wonderful fragrance. But for me, it's just like it wouldn't make sense for me, especially at this point right now. And now, if at any point, I still don't know. I can't say right now it would be something, because it would just be me saying that I can buy it, as opposed to me saying, do I really even want it? Is it something I even was even interested in, or am I just buying it because I have the money to do it? You know what I mean? So that's the much bigger question about a lot of that stuff. But I do also want to ask you guys, and here's a hell of a question: is rap music trash nowadays?
It's crazy. Somebody just posted that. They posted the video from where Lil Dicky saved the the XXL rap battle on BET, because the one with, I think it's Designer, he was out there just going I couldn't understand nothing he was saying. And Anderson .Paak is not a rapper. I don't know what he was talking about either.
He's an entertainer. He's just an entertainer. Anderson .Paak he might be one of the most talented musicians.
Yes.
He might be one of the most talented musicians I have ever seen, but I believe that he doesn't have any specific space nailed down. He's almost like, outside of the dancing, he's almost like a modern day Sammy Davis, where Sammy Davis, he did a lot of things really good, but he never just jumped and honed in, except for tap dance. He was a hell of that man could tap. Look, Sammy Davis was not to be played with when it came to tap.
Right.
But, so he's good at a lot of things, but he's not great at one thing.
Yeah. Drumming. I think Anderson .Paak is maybe one of the absolute best drummers in his genre, because I've seen some crazy ass. There's this one girl that the Pocket Queen. She could probably kick all these guys' asses. She could probably kick all these guys. The Pocket Queen is scary and serious with it.
I never heard of her. Check her out.
Oh yeah, she is fire.
She played with everybody. Every female. I don't know if she played for Beyonce yet, but for almost every other female singer, they jump on her. They get her on their tours.
Oh, okay.
And she is fire. I mean, that girl, she's in the pocket, like what she says.
Says it all.
But I'm gonna play this next video because this is once again another one of my guy Godfrey's videos where he is speaking on the hip hop. This is a little bit longer. I got the last video is going to be the longest one, but it's going to be the most poignant one because it's going to be the one where the discussion gets a little bit deeper. But as far as this one, let's check this one out and y'all tell me what y'all think when we come in on the backside of it.
What do you guys think about what these dudes said about hip hop?
That's not hip hop. It's not rap. It's just a bunch of cosplaying black folks.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a bunch of cosplaying black folks up there with medium jeans on and dresses than a man.
I'm glad that they're saying it. The younger generation is finally realizing that this hip hop, this is not even hip hop anymore. This is hip slop to me. Sloppy. They're talking about that. Men wearing skirts and purses and goofy like that. Like, to each his own, but hip hop, this is not hip hop. And hip hop has been fucked up for a while now. Okay. I don't even care if you're talking about, it's not about East, West, South, none of that. I'm talking about all in general, because the East Coast was rocking, the West Coast was rocking, the South was rocking. And all of a sudden something just happened. There was like a glitch in the hip hop matrix where mother just started getting just mumble rapping garbage, bullshit. It was just nothing. And I'm not actually blaming some of the artists. I think a lot of them were plants, which continue. And I think that people outside of hip hop, the guys that are controlling hip hop are they're just so out of touch and don't give a about hip hop that they purposely have done this. Like, we are literally vibrating at such a low level, man. I feel like my IQ goes down every time I hear some of this mumble rap. Our levels of consciousness are so low. It's not high enough. You know, I am a comedy snob, like jazz snobs. They loved Coltrane. They loved Miles Davis, Charles Mingus, Ornette Coleman, Sonny Rollins, Max Roach. You know what I mean? Louis Armstrong, Dinah Washington. Those were jazz people, know they're greats. Like, for me, you know, we had LL Cool J, Big Daddy Kane, we had Wu-Tang Clan, Tribe Called Quest, De La Soul, Queen Latifah, MC Lyte, all right? Even Outkast, Goody Mob, right? We had West Coast, we had Snoop Dogg, we had King T, we had a lot of great, Jurassic 5, West Coast, Oakland, we had Too Short, we had just on and on, great MCs, men and women, who were hip hop, man. And I'm not saying that my era didn't, do a lot of stuff, because there was a lot of irresponsibility at the time, but we balanced it out. You know, you could say, oh, there was NWA, there was, right, we had Compton's Most Wanted, all this gangster. I said, but we had KRS-One, right? We had Public Enemy, right? We had Brand Nubian, right? We had all kinds of balance to what we were doing. We had the native tongues with Queen Latifah, the Jungle Brothers, and De La Soul. We had a lot of conscious going on, a lot of black unity going on, but they purposely made this so it's real moist, man. It's moist as and you guys let me know. I think these dudes are saying some good, and I had to make a video, so I finally agree with these motherfuckers. I agree with y'all. Y'all let me know.
Yes. Yep.
Hashtag hip slop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being somebody who sat in my basement for over a decade working with some real word artists, lyricists, people who took time to put together phrases and sentences that were double entendres, that were gifted at, just doing stuff, rhythm and poetry. That's what rap stands for.
Right.
Who
For real?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I was 10 years old. I was never really a big rap head. I'm more of an R&B girl, R&B me baby. Mm-hmm.
But the whole idea is that there's a gift to that, and they've taken away the gift.
Right. They just made it a. Go ahead.
And they just took away the artistry, and some people say, well, you're getting old and you just don't understand it. Well, maybe that's part of it. But the other part of it is maybe you're not saying anything that resonates, because even certain things that our parents heard in rap music at a certain time, they started to understand it.
Right. Like, my mother loves some Heavy D.
Right, but
the overweight love is in the house. I like her.
But at certain points, you get lost in it. I mean, like all of the gangbanging and stuff. When it went there, it wasn't my cup of tea.
Right. Yeah. Once it started to get into that point, believe it or not, and there's been a narrative going around that NWA was what kind of fucked hip hop up. I don't know if I can agree or disagree with that. I can see the correlation, but I also understand where NWA was coming from. I think what happened was what normally happens is there was a way found to bastardize the message that these guys were telling.
Yeah,
like it always happens. Like there is no coincidence that artists like KRS-One and Brand Nubian and the Jungle Brothers and people like that fell off. They were no longer played anymore. They were no longer featured anymore. What was starting to become featured is things like Two Live Crew, things like a lot of
R. Kelly.
Yeah, and believe it or not, even R. Kelly he wasn't always on the raunchy shit. R. Kelly got some classic stuff out there. But if you think about right now, I just had this conversation with Ms. Grizz last night, and I think some people may agree with me, but some people may have a problem with it. But I say what I need to say. R&B fell off when we started singing about nigga shit.
Mm-hmm.
If you think about it, when we started singing, not rapping, because rapping hood shit, hood shit has always been rapped. I mean, Melly Mel, the message was hood about the hood. It was hood shit. So hood shit has always been rapped. But when you started to bring hood shit into, let's think about it like this. Like Jaheim has a velvet voice, but he sang about hood shit. And if you notice, only a handful of people resonate with R&B hood shit. But that's not going to be everybody. I was not a fan of Jaheim's music.
Put that woman first.
I was not a fan of his music. Because I would listen to it and it was literally about a whole bunch of just hood shit. And it was just like, I don't care. I live in this. I don't need to hear music about it. I live in it. It's like why I don't resonate with a whole bunch of hood movies. I can appreciate them. I have seen a lot of them, but for the most part, I live that shit. Why I don't want to watch stuff I've already seen up close and in person. I don't care, and it maybe like it could possibly just me. Maybe it's this old nigga talking about shit that is talking about how irrelevant it is or whatever. But for me, I've noticed R&B fell off when they started singing hood shit. Because if you look at some of our most powerful orators in R&B, they're guys that don't really lean into hood. Like Usher don't lean into hood shit. He has a few hood songs, but he don't lean into hood shit. And if you look at the young, there's only been one group that I have noticed. One group that I have noticed in R&B that was able to have a hood look, but maintain their status, and that was Jodeci.
Yeah.
That was the only one. Because if you look at 112, have you heard anything after their first album?
They broke up.
But I haven't really heard much else at all. And all of them can sing. Every last one of them can sing. But if you look at even with Jagged Edge made a few albums. The only one I remember is J.E. Heartbreak.
I was just listening to that earlier today.
And that's
jamming. Hand in the air jamming.
But when they sang that damn song, Meet Me at the Altar in Your White Dress,
Getting married.
We
That's
ain't
the
getting no
one.
younger girl, so we might as well. I was done. Like, this is hood shit personified. Don't hear that. The fuck is this? And I listened to it a few times just to make sure I heard what I heard. But for me, it's just one of those things where I watched the fall down and the decline, and it put people like Tank, who is amazing, in a bad place because he came in when R&B for black folk was going down. Because you got to
Well,
remember, there was a few of them that
actually,
had a chokehold on it. Few of them had a handful. A few of them had a chokehold on the scene, and it's always been kind of like you had your few that were up here, and then a couple of them was dabbling in between. And if you look at, like, Gerald Levert should have been much bigger than what he was.
as far as Tank goes, he was actually around before he started singing. He was
Who?
writing most of the books. Tank.
Oh yeah,
He was
yeah,
a
yeah. But
writer
that's what I'm saying.
before he was
He
a
was a
singer.
writer,
Same
but
thing with
when he
Neo.
started
He was a
singing,
writer before
right.
singing.
But if you look at
So they was out there.
when you look at Neo didn't sing about hood shit.
He definitely didn't.
Did not, and he didn't dress the part of a hood nigga.
Mm-mm.
The only time you even saw Neo dressed up like a hood nigga was in a movie. That was it. Other than that, he didn't dress that way. Justin Timberlake didn't move like that. Like, when you start looking at, like, Jacquees could sing, but he looks like, the little nigga that sell weed on the corner. And it's hard to take that seriously.
That look down to a T.
That's what I'm saying. And it's hard to take people like that seriously. People that not the way he looks so much, because we've always had, we've always had folks that have a more natural look to them. Like, there was Maxi Priest. He was a hell of a singer, Jamaican singer. But he also had that look. Eric Benet, when he first came out, he had locks. But if you think about it, Eric Benet never sang about hood shit.
He's talking about the rest of his life, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Georgia Porgy.
So when you think about it, like, in the era that we're in R&B right now, and even in the era of hip hop, the artistry is one of the things that's missing because everybody's waiting for the bag. They're not worried about and don't care about the art of it. They don't care about the time it takes to really write something that, and I'm not saying that they're not writing. I can't sit up here and say that they're not writing, but I'm wondering how much of their heart is into the writing and how much they're actually looking at a rhyming dictionary just to find something that rhymes with the last word they said. Because when I listen to a lot of them rap, now many of them are brilliant. Many of them are brilliant when you can get past the parts that sound like they've been high for a long time. But that part of the thing with that is getting past that is always going to be hard for me, because you got to remember the era I come from. We came from an era of spitters. We came from an era of lions. The hip hop artists that we came up with, come on, man. You can't come mumble at us after we done heard Big Daddy Kane.
Right.
You can't come mumbling at me after I done heard Jay-Z or Big L or LL Cool J or Curtis Blow or after I've heard, like, you can't come as a group mumbling once I've heard Run DMC and the Fat Boys. You can't come mumbling at me. You can't come at me making weird ass noises out of no damn where, when I'll put him in the category too, because he definitely belongs in it. You can't come mumbling at me after Hammer gave the kind of shows that he gave. When you seen it a spectacle, like what MC Hammer would do, when you saw those types of shows, when you would see a show like what DMX would do, when you would see a show like any of these guys did, like Slick Rick or any of them, and then you come on stage and you mumbling and woofing and squeaking at me and shit, Come on. It's not, and I know we're saying it's not the same, but it's not good either. It's just not. And people may have a problem with me saying this, but hey, man, look, I stand 10 toes on what I said. So fight me in the comments. I don't give a fuck. Let's go. But we do have another video that I would like to play for you guys. And just tell me what you think about this one. As a matter of fact, I did a lot of talking on this last one. I want you guys to do take the lead on this one because I want you to tell me what you think about it.
See, and this is what happens when you have an entire generation of dumb niggas that get on the internet and tell you that everything you do, having decorum, having a standard for yourself, and dressing appropriately in appropriate attire for appropriate situations, everything like that, black people having a fucking standard is kissing up to the white man or basing themselves off European standards and Eurocentric standards. You got a group of young black people thinking it's so fucking funny showing up to a hiring event. And they're in fucking sweatpants, Jordans, Crocs, and t-shirts, do-rags and shit on. And she's smiling like that shit fucking funny. And they're like 21 years old. This is what happens when when people like myself, people like Dana, people like Chad have gotten on this app and told y'all, when y'all was sitting there arguing about the bubble coats and Ruth Chris. When we tell y'all to, dress appropriately, dress for the occasion, have some decorum about yourself. Everything ain't gotta be fucking hood rat and ratified. Y'all say we classes, we elitists, we kissing up to the white man. We got European standards for ourselves, as if black people can't have a fucking standard. This is what you get. This is what you produce. See, and then these motherfuckers will go out, not give, like life is a fucking joke, walking around looking like a bag of ass, degenerate as fuck, no standard for themselves, and then when they don't get hired, they don't get a job, oh, it's the white man's fault. That's what y'all do. This is what y'all have produced. And they think it's fucking funny. I don't care if you go into a job interview for fucking McDonald's, Burger King, Popeyes. The minimum you could do is throw on a fucking polo and some goddamn khakis and some casual shoes and take your ass in there. That's why a lot of y'all are where y'all are at. Because y'all don't have a standard for yourself and you don't set a precedent for yourself, whether it's whatever opportunity presents itself. You feel like, oh, I'm only gonna do something if it's this or that. No. You should have a fucking standard across the board for yourself. But y'all don't do that. And that's why y'all fucking suck at life. And that's why y'all consistently stuck blaming the system, blaming the government, blaming the white man, blaming your mama, blaming childhood, blaming everybody but your fucking self for why you are where you are in fucking life. But then these be the motherfuckers that get on this very saying, I need to be my own boss. I'm an entrepreneur. I can't work for nobody. No, y'all niggas don't. Y'all niggas just don't like structure. Y'all just niggas don't like rules. Y'all niggas don't like nobody telling y'all what to do. Y'all don't want to have... I'm done, bro. Just keep being scamming Jamals and bonnet Lakeishas. But for the young people who are out there that have a standard, the ceiling is in space for y'all, because this is your fucking competition. If that's even what you want to call it. You should be running circles around these fucking bums.
Wow. And it's the truth. It's the truth, because I think people took it's like I forget who was it. I think it was Eddie Murphy who said you give them an inch, they want a yard. You give them a rope, they want to be a cowboy. So once they said, hey, you have every right to wear your hair natural. You have every right to, wear your beards.
Yeah.
They took it and ran with it. Now, oh, I don't have to comb my hair. Oh, I don't have to do this. I don't have to do that. And it just what is the word? it just slowly degenerated to the point where it was like, I don't give a fuck. And that's not what it was about. It was about people who come from different countries and different, heritages, and the way they wore their hair, the way they styled their clothes was indigenous of their society where they were from, and it was accepted there. So it should be accepted everywhere. It wasn't about you just saying, I don't want to comb my hair, so I ain't going to comb my hair.
Right.
Or I don't want to wear a suit to this job that requires me to wear a suit.
Right.
It's like now it's like it's almost like that entitlement thing that we talk about the other races with.
Right. Absolutely.
And it's not entitlement. There is a certain amount of fit in with anything you do. You have to fit into a certain mold to do a certain job. You cannot watch ER and walk into a hospital and say, I've watched enough ER that I can be a doctor.
Probably won't work out for you. Pretty sure it won't work out for you.
There's certain things you just ain't going. No, well, you ain't going no shit from watching TV like that. But what I'm saying is there's just a certain protocol that comes with being a doctor.
Right.
Because even a C+ doctor is better than anything you can fucking do.
Right. And it don't matter if you stayed at the Holiday Inn Express last night.
No.
So just so you know. But,
right.
Jay, what do you think? She's in the mobile office.
Yeah, what Jerry did say no better than what Jerry did.
Right.
It's like you give them an inch, they take that mile. Like, no, it's okay that you do this, but don't go overboard with it. No, you don't have to. I was telling you don't have to deal with customers, but you still need to come in with a clean, wrinkle-free uniform. You still need to look presentable.
Right.
But they took it around with it.
Customer's your coworker.
Say again.
Sometimes your customer is your coworker.
Yeah.
Sweet little baby. If I could go to
You have to understand that your coworker watches the standard in which you move. And let's just say that at some point in life, your coworker shows up with an opportunity. Why would you be in line for that opportunity if they've already seen the standard in which you even take care of yourself before you leave the house? I've already seen where your standards are, and they've already hit their ceiling. And the ceiling for you is rock bottom. If you come into a place where I own and I'm hiring people, I need people, I need to hire people. You walk in with slippers, pajamas, and a bonnet. I'm thinking that you're the person dropping the real person off. I'm not thinking that you're the one coming in for a job. Because if you do walk in for a job, I don't give a damn how much I need people, you are not getting hired. Because if I hire you walking into my establishment looking that way, then that means that once I hire people that walk in that way, then I can't have standards for the rest of the time that I'm at that job, that I own this place. Because I've already lowered my standards to let you walk through the door and get a job like that. So if I let you walk in and look like that to get a job, how many standards can I have for you to do the job? So absolutely not. No, I don't give a damn if that shit is grand opening, grand closing, but I didn't hire none of you.
Right.
Because I already knew what was coming with that. And I know people say, well, you can't judge a book by its cover. But how do you think most motherfuckers buy books? Let's just be real. Most motherfuckers look at the cover of the book first.
Mm-hmm.
So I know the saying. I know what the saying means. There's so much more on the inside than there is on the outside. But it's the book that gets me. It's the cover of the book that gets me interested. Why do you think people try to make interesting book covers? Because people judge books by their cover.
Right.
I'm going to judge you by your cover. If you come through the damn place and you look like you just walked through hell and you smell like 7 blunts in a beer, I'm not hiring you. I might send you to rehab, might pay for that shit, but I'm not hiring you for my place. It's not happening because I see the standard that you keep with yourself. So you'll never be able to keep my standards because even your own standards with yourself aren't up to par.
Because it was one of the oldest sayings in the book, and it always rings true. You only get one time to make that first impression.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you're coming in and your hair's not done, and you're coming in and you're in what is that stuff called?
What's it?
Nurses wear.
Yeah. Scrubs.
And you're not going in for a nursing position. You got on a do-rag or a bonnet.
Yeah. Is your hair that bad all the time?
No.
I mean,
no.
Is it that bad all the time? And I'm starting to see the guys with the damn bonnets and shit on now. It's like, yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna say too many horrible things. You know what? I'm gonna say what I say. You look moist. You look moist.
Walking around outside with that stuff on. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's it. Now in the house,
whatever you're doing to make yourself look more manly in the house is fine. But when you go to not go out that door, take that shit off.
Look, see, here's the thing, and I think it's more so for me, it's because I don't have a reason to even have a bonnet. What am I doing? What's the point?
But we all had them pantyhose on our head trying to get our way.
Had the pantyhose, had the do-rags.
And when you went outside, if your waves wasn't set, you put a scully on over top of it. You just didn't come out the house with just the stocking cap on, looking like you about to rob the A&P.
Yeah, no. I mean it's crazy that the standards are so lax that what a bonnet and saggy pants or pants too damn tight to actually be a male is the standard of uniform that you come to a job interview with. Because here's the thing, and I know this is a messed up thing, but it is what it is. I'm going to think that you speak the way you look.
Yep.
Now, say if you coming in for a telemarketing position or a marketing position or a phone position where you have to talk to customers, I'm going to think that you speak the way that you look. And I'm not hiring you. Now, here's the thing. I might even ask my secretary to show you the door before I even hear what you got to say. Because I'm going to assume that you speak the way that you look. Now, maybe the assumption is wrong. You could possibly be a Harvard graduate, but I guarantee a Harvard graduate would not come to a goddamn job interview like that. So I know you're not. So I'm going to show you the door. But yeah, it's just the world has lost its sight of what sophisticated and adult and grown and standard look like. This is one of the reasons why I love Mrs. She Said show and Mr. He Said show, because Mr. He Said, that's the cerebral assassin right there. He makes you think. He makes you think about these very things that we're talking about right now. And Mrs. She Said, she talks about there is no shame left for people that show up like that.
Right.
There should be a monicum of shame, because you're literally making fun of the guys that came in with full suits on.
Mm-hmm.
You're making fun of them. It's like the people back in the day, they used to make fun of the fact that you went to college. They thought calling you college boy was a fucking insult.
Right.
Well, you going to college boy? Yeah. Well, you going back over that corner? You late. You late for your job. Go stand your ass on that corner and let me go get my education. And in a couple of years, you'll be asking me if I'm hiring. Yeah. So I'm, you know what, bro? But you know, we don't even have to get into the last video, bro. That thing's like 6 minutes long.
Okay.
And I think we covered a lot of good stuff tonight. I don't want to say that the young people are cooked. I just think the guidance is lacking.
But
And
you also got to remember, we're not pointing out there isn't the majority. They aren't the majority. There are a lot, and that's what it's sort of like the same myopic view that we see people talk about all the time. These are the counterpoints to what the young people that are out here going to college, the young people that are out here going to trade schools, the young people that are out here buying those suits and ties and jackets so that they can go to corporate America and get the jobs that they want. But we always, because the microscope is focused on these ne'er-do-wells who are the ones that are, but guess what? They may be the minority, but it's a lot of them.
That's the problem. And those are the ones that get the headlines the most.
Right. And so it's hard to preach to the choir because you can't preach to people who already got jobs or already in the right mindset. And they're saying, why are they talking about us? We already know this. And so you can't tell them. But when you're talking to the other people, they're not going to understand it. They're going to fight against it. And they're not going to realize that they should be trying to listen and learn and get something better out of it.
Right. And unfortunately, when you try that, like you said, when you try to have that conversation, they'd rather push back than listen.
You can't tell me what to do. I'm grown.
Okay. You grown and homeless. So still nobody still.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. I've always liked to preface this where my dad used to say something to me like he would always say younger people always have this mentality, and this is even talking about our generation. Younger people have this mentality where they can't be told what to do. Well, when you're standing on the corner begging me for my change, you can't tell me to give you my money. You can't tell me what to do either. And so I always thought about that. And then when I think about the wisdom that I would miss out on if I didn't take a moment to just sit, listen to my dad, listen to my grandfather, listen to my mother, you know what I mean? Listen to my grandmother, listen to my aunts, my uncles, cousins, you know what I mean? The kind of knowledge that I would have missed out on simply because I'm walking around thinking, I don't need to hear this shit. I know what to do. No, I listen to my son because knowledge can come from anywhere. Knowledge can come. And when you close yourself to knowledge, you might as well just call it, you might as well just say it's curtains for you. Because we never stop learning. Like JB, you just talked about learning AI.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still learning AI.
Yeah, me too.
I'm excited about the learning of AI.
Yeah.
I have had conversations with people who, like, even with Red Lipstick Vibe, when you hear the music that I have on the Teddy Files and stuff like that, that was because of her introducing me to AI, like AI music.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know it was out there. This is what I'm saying. I love to learn. I love to learn and grow. And I've always been that way. And the problem is so many of the younger folk close themselves off to learning. So that when shit hits the fan, they're always shocked. They always have this, I didn't know that was going to happen because you didn't listen. Whenever something happens at this point in my life, I'm not saying I know everything, but my mom and my family have showed me, even with JB, even with yourself, there are things that you told me that I've watched come to pass. Because I don't close myself off to learning from people, especially people that I respect. Now, here's the thing. If I don't respect you, I ain't listening to shit you say.
Right.
That's just real shit. I'm not listening to nothing you say. I have learned a lot. I have learned things from Sheila. I have respect for Sheila. I've learned things from Ms. Grizz, like a ton of respect. You know what I mean? So if I respect you, I'm going to hear what you have to say. If I don't respect you, just stop talking.
Right.
There's no need. It's going. Matter of fact, it's not even going in this end, going out the other. It stopped right there. I don't hear shit.
Matumbo.
Reject. Yes, I'm blocking that shit. You getting the Matumbo reject because I don't want to hear it. You full of shit. You know. But anyway, my brother, I think we had a pretty good podcast tonight. I think this was it's more. It was a little bit more informative. I did want to talk. I just wanted a real quick hint off of the ongoing getting on my goddamn nerves Max Crosby situation with the Ravens.
There is no situation. He's not here. It's dead. Shut up.
Here's the problem that I'm having though. What? And and not saying that Max is he's an awesome player. I would never take away from the man's talent.
Right. Excited when we thought we was getting him.
Right. But here's the thing. What I'm noticing now is some bitchy tendencies. Because a lot of the stuff that and Cam Newton prefaced it well on his podcast. The treatment that he got was the standard treatment that all NFL players get. He's just so used to getting kingly treatment that he didn't recognize what that was. You see, you're a king in Oakland. You're not a king in Maryland, in Baltimore.
Right.
Ray Lewis is the king of the Ravens.
He going to get a private jet. You going to fly commercial.
Yeah, because then when you're a Raven, you can get on the plane.
Yeah. Bishotti will take you down to Florida in his private jet.
Yeah, right. Yeah. If you are a number one draft pick, or if you're a draft pick, period,
they'll come and get you.
Come get you. Yeah. But if you're coming from another team, ask Steve Smith if they sent a private jet for him. They didn't. They didn't send one for Anquan Bolden, and we won a Super Bowl with Anquan Bolden. They did not send one for damn Derrick Henry.
Maybe.
Why do you think? Huh?
Maybe for Derrick.
I don't think they sent it for him. I don't think they sent him a private jet. I think he got here.
I think when he went home in a private jet.
He went home in a private jet. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was a Raven at that point. You know what I mean? Yeah. But Lamar has never been on anything but the private jet because he's never been anything but a Raven. You know, just think if had we re-signed Flacco as our backup, he would have came commercial.
Yeah,
but he would have been on a private jet with the team if he was on the team. You see, Max, what you got was what Cam said. I'm not being disrespected. I'm not being disrespectful. I think you're a hell of a player. I think you are an awesome player. And I'm not going to sit up here and let people keep taking away from Trey Hendrickson. That's a hell of a signing. Ask Trey if he got on a private jet to come here. He didn't.
Nope.
But he'll be on that private jet when we go around the country.
Yeah.
Come on, dog. And then he said he had to fly into, I think, what was it, Dallas or something like that. And then he had to drive like 4 hours. Like, what fucking part of DC were you in?
Yeah.
Because it don't take that long to get from there to here.
No matter
whoever you was with sucked. Your GPS sucked ass. Because I don't know, maybe your GPS was still on Oakland time. Not shitting on Oakland people. Shout out to the Oakland people. No, they're not even in Oakland no more. They're in Vegas. See, I'm still all up in with the Oakland Raiders. But you know what? Shout out to the Vegas folk. I'm not speaking bad on the team. I'm not speaking bad on the ownership. I'm not even speaking bad about the people in Vegas. We're speaking specifically about Mr. Crosby and what his expectations were and what he got. See, you have never been a free agent, so you don't understand how free agency looks.
Yeah.
It looks the same for everybody else. You're not going to get better treatment than anybody else.
Nope.
Now, yeah, did they send a private jet for Peyton Manning to come to the Broncos? Yes. That's their standard of operation. Was there a private jet for Tom Brady to come to the Buccaneers? Yes, that's their standard of operation.
Tom Brady.
That's Peyton Manning and Tom Brady.
That's different.
You not them, bro. You him, but you not them.
Yeah.
Let's call it what it is.
Yeah.
You him, but you ain't them. Because understand this: if Myles Garrett ever had become a free agent, if he ever became a free agent, there's levels to this shit, my guy. They'd have sent the jet for his ass. I'm sorry, he's younger.
Might have went up and picked him up.
Man, shit. Look, I'd have went and got him. I'd have burned all my goddamn gas up, taking my ass up to Cleveland. Boy, I'd have had all kinds of waters and snacks and shit. Like, come on, bro, let's go. I'd have had a police escort and everything. Let's get him home. Let's bring him home.
Them cakes and crumbs, we may have got the deal done.
We may have got that shit done, bro. Damn it, they should have ordered from me. All they had to do was order from me.
Official supply of NFL contract negotiations.
Yeah, just it's come standard with your NFL contract, a box of cake and crumbs cookies.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, Bashadi, holla at me. We can make that a thing. But no, really, like I love Max Crosby. I love his story. I love his temperament. But what I'm saying, and I can't tell a man how to feel about what he felt like he went through.
Right.
But at the same time, the sour grape shit is starting to get old. And everybody talking about the Ravens did him dirty. Ravens did standard operating procedure when it comes to free agents. If they don't pass a physical, you got to remember what we were good ready to give up for Max Crosby.
Two number one
picks. That would be the number one pick in the next 2 years drafts. Now, see, understand this. The number one pick in this year's draft could possibly be a Hall of Famer.
Right.
The number one pick in next year's draft could be a bust or could be a Hall of Famer. But understand this. Yeah, we would say, well, if we had Max, we would be getting a proven commodity. Yes, maybe for 2 years.
He was good.
Maybe for 2 years. Maybe for 3 years. But you got to remember what we're talking about. These picks are what would make or break a franchise, especially the top number one picks, first picks. So you have me personally, if and like I said, I'm not saying I'm just making the comparison. If it was 2 number one picks for Myles Garrett, sign me up. Give them motherfuckers. Matter of fact, give them the picks and a couple of players and one of the goddamn staff. Matter of fact, give them the cafeteria staff all together. Let's just get some news. Whatever. Send all that shit over there to Cleveland for Myles Garrett. But for me, you just came off an injury. You just had surgery. Yes, you would have been ready for the season, but we're talking about the degenerative properties of the knee after 3-4 years or so. You know, whereas that's 2 picks, 2 number one picks. So you have to stop thinking of it as a personal shot as opposed to just good business. Because if you thought about it in the way of business, you wouldn't have given up those 2 first-round picks for somebody who you didn't think their knee would hold up past a certain amount of time. You got to stop thinking like somebody who's been like a jaded person. And because I'm not going to call him a jaded girlfriend, because that's a man. I'm going to speak to him as a man, because that's a man. You got to stop thinking in a way of someone who's been jaded and slighted and thinking about it as business. The Raiders traded you because it was good business. The Ravens tried to acquire you because it was good business. They rescinded the offer because it became a bad business deal. It's no slight on you as a person. It's not saying that you're a bad person. It's not saying that I think you would have fit in beautifully in the Ravens locker room. But a bad business deal is just that. It's a bad business deal.
Right.
And I know a lot of people say, well, then when they found out Trey Hendrickson, no, it ain't. I don't think, like, I believe EDC, like he was saying, he was trying to get them both. Could you imagine Trey Hendrickson and Max Crosby on the edges?
That's Super Bowl bound. That's Super Bowl bound right there. That's Super Bowl bound.
Shit, we probably would have got fined just because of the people we signed.
Yep.
We'd have got in trouble just because of the damn defense. Like, they'd have changed the rules on the Ravens. But at the same time, didn't happen.
Right.
You're back with the Raiders. The Raiders started to, and here's the thing: if I were you, If I were you, I would be a little pissed with Vegas. Because think about all the improvements they made after they traded you. They didn't do that shit while you was there. They waited until they trade you out the building to start bringing in Linderbaum and all these other players and all these other great players. They ain't bringing nobody to help your ass out. All them damn years you've been over there twisting in the wind in Vegas. And now when they trade you to the Ravens, now all of a sudden they start bringing in all of these guys. But you got a problem with us because we just decided to do business how business is done. Chill out, bro. Chill out.
Yeah.
But you know, that's my rant. That's about it. But JB, do me a favor, brother.
Yeah.
Please let these folks know where they can find you every single Monday night. I'm gonna give you the big screen, my friend.
All right. Well, as always, thank you for having me. Excellent conversation, excellent questions. Every Monday, 8:05, the Grown Man Click, me, Scott T, B. Mafe, Richie Rich, the former Set Gang CEO, and Van Gogh. We all come together to form the GMC, the Grown Man Click. We have Jay there, we have Grizz there, bass sometimes drops through, and of course our power duo, Michelle and Sheila behind the boards, taking care of all of the technical stuff now. So we are forced to be reckoned with. We start your week off right. So please come in every Monday night at 8:05 and see the Grown Man Click podcast and just enjoy your Mondays and get your week started right. Thanks, Grizz.
Absolutely, my brother. And guys, just so you know, we are getting closer. And I have now nailed down the date. June 1st. June 1st, you will be able to experience
all right.
That's right. The CD, Tedro Barrington III, is going to be released on June 1st. In my opinion, for me, that's summer. I don't give a damn what other date that they have that they're going to actually say, hey, it's summer. No, it's summer for me when I release that CD.
All right.
1st, just be prepared. I'm probably going to have from 17 to 19 songs. I'm not sure. Because I'm excited about it. I've been ready for it. It is a project of love. And I hope everybody enjoys it. I know I've been enjoying my music. I listen to the music every damn day. So, and I'm not tired of it. But of course I'm not tired of it because I made it. But
right.
Guys, do me a favor when it comes out, just take a moment and just vibe to it. Because when you hear the music that I'm putting out there, just know it's not a canned situation. It is not any kind of a cookie cutter thing. What I'm speaking about comes straight from my heart. Every song, every lyric, every word, every tone that every part of this is a part of me. So come to it with an open mind and hey, hopefully you vibe to it. But once again, guys, I want to thank you guys for joining me over here on the Sophisticated Grizzly Podcast. Please make sure that you like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so that you get notified every single time I upload a video. And as we always say, if you like what we had to say, we love you, appreciate you. Please tell your friends to keep on coming on back so we can have these sophisticated conversations with your guy, Mr. Deariss Teddy. And if you don't like what we had to say, any problems with what we had to say, well, you already know how we get down. You can shut your mouth. Just shut your black ass mouth. Have a good night.
Sophisticated grizzly, mostly passion, caution, dedication, caution, fragrance, summer leader, caution, Deariss Teddy, it's time, caution, Deariss Teddy. Grizzly, sex appeared in caution, passion, caution, dedication.